Hello and welcome to Hedgewitch Hearthcraft. I'm Caitlin Rhiannon. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the week ahead. I'm going to be using tarot cards and oracle cards to get an idea of the energy for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, and how we can best navigate throughout or within those energies. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for every sign of the Western Zodiac. These can be applied to any of the placements in your chart. It does not have to only apply to your sun sign. The first card that I pull will be from the Albano Waite Smith Tarot, and that will give us an idea of what we're going to be dealing with for the coming week. And the second card I pull will be from the Black Moon Astrology Cards Oracle deck, and this will give us some advice on how to best navigate throughout or within the energy of the coming week. At the very end, I'll also be pulling a universal manifestation card to give us sort of an affirmation energy to work with to align our energy in the most beneficial direction for everyone right now. There are timestamps in the description in case you want to jump ahead or jump around. Anyway, since it is Pisces season, let's go ahead and get started with our lovely Pisces. Pisces, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021 is Judgment. This is probably going to be a bit more of an intense week for you energetically, Pisces. There's a heavy transformation energy with the Judgment card. There is a sense of really letting things go and allowing yourself to move forward into the person that you are becoming. You may be experiencing some inner changes and some almost not necessarily changing your values, but realigning your own energy with your values, recognizing what matters to you, what you want for yourself, what you want from yourself and from the world around you. So you're actually starting to either do the work or recognize what work needs to be done on yourself in order to get there. The oracle card that comes along with this is the Grand Cross. So this is a challenging energy. This says that there's a reason for all of this. This sense of oh, hello, Gray. My cat is coming up to say hello and knocking my microphone while he does it, of course. Hello. The purpose of the Grand Cross challenges for you, Pisces, are to really sit and feel your feelings, recognize what matters, pay attention to your values, pay attention to your hopes and your dreams and the path that you are on right now. There's probably a cosmic reason, both because of the Grand Cross's energy and the fact that the Judgment card is a major arcana card. There's this cosmic or divine influence, universe getting in the way and not letting you move in a specific direction. That's probably for your own highest good right now. So the advice with the Grand Cross is to try not to worry too much about not moving in the direction that you think you're supposed to be moving in, and focus more on facing these challenges and overcoming them. Aries, this is Gray. If you haven't met him in a previous video, he's here to help with the interpretation today. Your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021 is the 9 of Wands. So you are dealing with feeling challenged this week. Not necessarily actually dealing with challenges, but feeling like there are a lot more limitations, a lot more obstacles. These may be coming from within your own energy. This could be things that you're having a hard time actively letting go of over this next week that you are trying to release. And it could just feel like you're having halting progress towards the goals that you are trying to achieve. You're not really getting the support that you feel like you need right now, and there is a lack of understanding from the other people in your life. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the Grand Cross, which is a sort of a challenger energy. It creates what feels like obstructions and hurdles and limitations, but really what it is doing is it is allowing you to expand your own limitations and recognize where boundaries have turned into jail cells and where you have begun to trap yourself. So there is a chance, a very good chance, that the limitations that you feel like you are experiencing over this next week are because you have put them there yourself. This could be self-doubt or not enough trust in yourself, or setting things in motion in the past that were not in your own highest interest. And now the Grand Cross energy is asking you to challenge all of these feelings of limitation and recognize whether this is something that should just be let go of and moved past, and not in your own, it's not in your best interest to focus on it, or if this is something that can actively give you what you need to move forward. Taurus, my boy cat Earl Grey is here to help with your interpretation. He might pop his head up, just in case you haven't seen him in a previous video. That's what's going on. Your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021 is the Magician reversed. This is a frustrating reversal because it can make you feel like you have a lot less control over your life, over yourself, over the way that things are going. You are a lot more reliant on other people over this next week, and they are probably not really doing what you need them to do right now either, which just adds to this feeling of sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and that constant, the need for patience. Patience is great, but it tends to run out at a certain point for a lot of us. And for you, this week is really a test of all of that patience, and especially not being able to do anything. So this is very much almost a passive week for you, of just kind of letting things be and not really having the energy or the ability to actively do. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the 7th house card, which reinforces the message actually of relying on other people. So if there are things that you actually don't have the energy or the ability to do right now, reach out to the people in your life. These are your closest people, your family, your partners, your closest loved ones. Reach out to these people and see, not if they can do the work for you, but if they can create just a pillar of support for you to lean on so that you can do the work for yourself. You don't have to do everything by yourself, but you can do it for yourself with the help of other people. Gemini, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021 is the Lovers reversed. You're feeling especially frustrated over this next week when it comes to other people and your interactions and relationships with other people. You are probably feeling pretty unsupported, invalidated, unseen, all of those sorts of feelings, like just not feeling appreciated or treated the way that you want to or deserve to be treated right now. There's a little bit of an isolating energy with this reversal of just shutting people out and not wanting to deal with them. And no thank you, no feelings, no communication. There is that risk that comes with the reversal of the Lovers card. Not just of feeling unsupported, but of not wanting to give your support either. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the Air Element card, which is, I find this is interesting because Gemini is an air sign. So you're almost asked to connect a little bit more to your element rather than, don't worry about other people as much. But this is a communication card for this oracle deck, and air is a communication energy. So you're really being asked to try not to completely close yourself off and wall yourself up. Don't totally isolate yourself from the people in your life. Maybe not everyone is seeing you for who you actually are right now, or seeing you for the way that you want to be seen. But that doesn't mean that everyone around you deserves to be totally cut out because of the actions of a few or half or some. Some people in your life deserve to know what is going on, deserve to stay present in your life. So make sure that you are leaving at least a few channels of communication open this week. Cancer, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Two of Cups reversed. When it comes to your feelings and emotional communication over this next week, you're kind of just not having it. The Two of Cups is usually just, to me, means some sort of emotional imbalance. And when it comes especially to other people, there is a sense of communication shutdown, of not wanting to express your feelings, not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to expose that part of yourself right now. You might be feeling like especially emotionally unsupported, like you have had your feelings just kind of glossed over because they're just feelings, they're not facts, or that sort of thing. Or, well, you always feel this way, or just really, dismissed. So you're not at that point of feeling like you're willing to share. And there's this desire at risk of closing other people out of your life almost entirely. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Sagittarius. So for the week, you are being asked to watch and pay attention. This is about being able to just move forward, see the good things. Sagittarius is a notoriously lucky sign, being, ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion. So there's this sense of things are bigger than you might realize, and there are better things in your life than you are actively giving attention to right now, which is part of why you're having this hard time connecting to your own feelings. So you're being asked to pay attention, not only to your feelings and yourself and other people, but pay attention specifically to the good. And this might help it, make it a little bit easier to deal with the bad. Leo, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Two of Wands. This is a patience card. You are doing some waiting, but not just waiting. There is, like I said, there's patience here. So there is a willingness to wait. So you're actually able to sit there and watch things grow and watch things develop a little bit because you're able to see the growth. You don't feel so bad sitting and waiting because you know that something is actually going to come from this. This is not empty patience that wears out and is left completely unrewarded. You're actually able to see your life developing in front of you. You're able to recognize what you can do. And in this time that maybe there isn't a lot that you can actively do, you're doing some planning and some recognition, looking at the growth, looking at what you have, recognizing what you don't have and what you can do to get it. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the Gemini card, which goes along with this sort of mental activity that seems to be present for you right now, Leo, with this week of planning and waiting and thinking and preparing. So it's like the Gemini energy is asking you to keep using your mind, keep coming up with ideas. Now, Gemini is a very mental energy, but it's also a communication energy. So if there is anyone in your life who can help you, even just by being someone that you can talk to or talk with and bounce ideas off of, then reach out to that person. But this is not necessarily saying that you need somebody else this next week. You need your mind. You need to connect to your mental energy and don't let it get too carried away, but let it run off a little bit and see what it brings back to you when you let yourself think outside of your usual box. Virgo, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Chariot reversed. This reversal is a little bit confusing for you and a little bit frustrating because it says that things are moving forward, but you're not able to see it. This is a sign of progress, but you're not able to fully recognize it, or it isn't the kind of progress that you want. So you are probably feeling a little bit stuck this next week, Virgo, feeling not necessarily trapped, but just not where you want to be. You feel like you are making such slow progress, or no progress because you're not able to see the growth that is happening, able to see where any of this is taking you. Your goal seems just as far away as it was when you started this journey at this point. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the solar eclipse card. So this says that big change is coming. This is not meant to be a predictive card in this sense, though these cards can be used for prediction as well. But in this case, this advice is that this change is coming. Get ready. Your movement feels slower right now, probably because universe is trying to give you this opportunity to prepare. It's like this is the calm before the storm. Things are slowing down. You feel like you're spinning your wheels. You feel like you aren't going anywhere. But over this next week, you're being given this opportunity to prepare yourself, because at some point, either during this next week or very shortly after, this solar eclipse energy is going to be coming in and completely overhauling this sense of stuck or stagnant energy and moving you into that direction that is best for you. So maybe the direction that you are pointing in and trying to move in is not actually what universe wants for you right now. So over this next week, try to do some planning, try to do some preparing, and clear out your energy of what might still be holding you back. Libra, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Lovers reversed. So you're feeling a little bit shut down from other people over this next week. It feels like other people aren't really on your level right now, Libra. You are living your own life, and the world around you is doing its own thing, and it's not catching up. You are present in the world. You are existing in the world. This isn't the energy of the hermit where you are isolating yourself or shutting down or retreating into solitude, but you're not really prioritizing other people right now. This is an energy of prioritizing yourself, especially over this next week. And other people might read that as being shut out or cut off by you, or that you are being selfish or dismissive of other people's energies. But that's probably due to being dismissed by other people to a degree that now you need this time to regenerate and recuperate your own energies. The oracle card that comes along with this is Uranus, which brings an energy of change and freedom and expression to the week. The advice with the Uranus card is to, continue to think for yourself. This is kind of reaffirming this sense of not necessarily going at it alone, but prioritizing you and prioritizing your own ideas and not letting anybody else make any decisions for you. You are thinking for yourself right now. So that's where this energy is coming in. And what you are really being advised to follow is the uniqueness of your own thought patterns. So try to channel this shaking up of energy and allow that to recharge your own energy so that you can reconnect with other people when the time is more appropriate. Scorpio, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Seven of Pentacles. You're recognizing your own growth a lot more and the manifestation that is coming into your life. This is kind of an exciting card, even though it is a little bit slow and steady and stabilizing. There's this sense of thrill, just this thread of thrill that comes through because you're able to actually see what's coming. It's that moment of that, like, oh, spring is here, and that little bit of a spark that lights up your heart and gives you that glimmer of hope that things are about to get better when you see those little buds of flowers starting to peek through the dirt. So this is bringing a little bit of warmth and comfort and reassurance and hope back into your life over this next week, Scorpio. You're able to see the good ways that things are going. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Venus. So you're being asked to connect to your loving feelings over this next week. So you could be connecting to other people, connecting to relationships, or or that sort of energy. Sorry, I had something in my eye. Or you could be connecting more with self-love and your relationship with yourself. And Venus is also an energy or a ruler of comfort and decadence. So treat yourself and treat yourself well over this next week. You are able to recognize the growth. You're able to recognize the good things that are coming. So give yourself validation and credit and a little bit of reward for the work that you've been doing in order to get here. Give yourself the care that you deserve now that you feel a little bit more like you deserve it. Sagittarius, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Seven of Cups. This is a really positive energy. There is a lot of opportunity being presented to you over this next week, and a lot of reward. The Seven of Cups a lot of the time is like your dreams being handed to you on a silver platter. Now you may have to make some choices. That is another message that comes with this, is needing to prioritize. You can't have everything all at once most of the time. You usually have to line things up in order of priority, in order of importance of what you want most. So when you have these opportunities kind of all fall in your lap at once, try not to get too overwhelmed and make sure that you can actually make a choice as to which one is best for you in this moment and going forward. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Neptune. And Neptune is a really dreamy energy, so there's almost a warning that comes with this card, is to not get too caught up in the dream sense of this. Your dreams are becoming reality, but that involves being connected to reality. You can't get lost in these dreams, or they won't actually manifest in the way that you want and need them to. So the Neptune card is actually coming up almost to ask you to let go of some things, to pay attention to what doesn't matter so that you can make room for what does, or make time for what does. That's another thing that a lot of us often forget about, is that you need to ration your time and your energy in order to maintain these things, in order to actively manifest them. That's why we can't have everything all at once. So let go of some things, or let them fall back, so that other things can move to the forefront and you can actually get what you want. Capricorn, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the King of Pentacles reversed. So for Capricorn, who is oftentimes the businessman of the zodiac, having the businessman of the tarot reversed is a little bit uncomfortable. You're feeling a little bit disconnected from the material world and from your control over the material world. So this week there could be struggles at work, could be struggles at home, or just even within your own physical self. And this sense of being part of the world. You don't really want to be part of the world right now. You would rather just retreat into your own internal energy, but not dealing with your feelings, just kind of avoiding. That is the biggest risk with this energy, is shutting everybody out and locking yourself in and not doing anything with that. Just sitting around and wallowing. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Uranus. So this is this energy, the planetary energy of Uranus and the god. It brings a lot of change, a lot of intensity, a lot of, like, this is something that shakes things up and makes things a little bit different and asks you to look at things in a different way. So that is the biggest advice for this week, as you are sitting there struggling with the way that things are going or aren't going, or the way that you aren't able to make things work the way that you want them to right now. Try to look at things from another angle. There might be another way that you can do this, or this might be a time to think about something entirely new, Capricorn. Let your mind run away with you a little bit this week. Aquarius, your tarot card for the week of March 7th to 13th, 2021, is the Queen of Wands. You're connecting a bit more to your creativity and to your passion over this next week. The Queen of Wands is such a lovely and warm, exciting energy. Like, you have this optimism and this fire in your belly over this next week that is driving you forward with compassion. You're doing everything with this sense of what is best for you, but not taking advantage of other people. There is this awareness of who you are and how you impact the world around you as well over this next week. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the 7th house. And this is asking you to make sure that you stay connected to the people who are closest, not just the world as a whole. Make sure that you are leaning into and leaning on your relationships with other people. Reinforce them, especially the closest ones. So your innermost romantic relationships and partnerships, your friendships, your dearest family relations. This is asking that you don't leave anybody behind for the sake of, the masses. Try to make sure that your love is going in focused directions, not just out to the world as a whole. That is really great and really beautiful and kind and compassionate of you, Aquarius, but there are individuals in your life who need some of that goodness too. At the end of my readings, I like to pull a card from my favorite manifestation, motivation, affirmation deck, the Super Attractor. So I have pulled one card for everyone who joins me for this reading, just to give us an idea of what to carry within ourselves, how to focus our energy in order to, move towards our own greatest good over this next week. So the card that I have pulled for the collective says, to begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. So getting out of my own way is actually something that I have personally been working a lot on over this last month or so, month and a half. Consciously being aware of when I am stepping in front of myself and stopping myself from getting where I need to be or second guessing myself. So to begin the practice of allowing, of just letting things be, of just letting life happen, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. So if I can just let things be, spirit will tell me how to continue to let things be and what I can do as I am moving forward so that I don't have to fight or force things to happen. Now, affirmations can be a little bit personal and very personal for some people. So what this says to me might be different from what it says to you. So if that is the case, I would love to know if you feel like sharing down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the week ahead. I hope that the readings in this video have been resonant and that they can provide just a sort of helpful, relevant compass to offer guidance, insight, clarity, whatever it is that you need to help get through the energy of the coming week. Please like the video if it resonated with you, if it sang to your soul, and let me know in the comments what you thought of the cards that were pulled for your sign or your signs, depending on the different ones that you were looking at. What you would like to see in the future. Right now I've got a grounding meditation out and I've got some more meditations to come. And I do these weekly and monthly videos as well. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel if you're not already, so that you can stay part of this journey with me. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will leave a link to my Facebook page, Hedgewitch Hearthcraft. If you ever want to follow me over there, I post a daily card, and that's the best way to ever get in touch with me if you want to book a reading of your own. Anyway, thank you for letting me read for you. I hope you have a fantastic week. Be good to yourself.